What's up, One Piece fans? It is your not host, nor with the most, Griever as always, bringing you guys the next piece of One Piece. And the reason I am not the host, nor with the most, is because I was asked, nay begged, on my last live stream that, stop, just stop saying you're the host with the most. Obviously someone thinks I stole their tagline or something. This is so sad. So, just for sarcasm's sake and for spite, I said for the next few videos that I would bring that out. This was some Metalalic person or whatever. I couldn't pronounce it then, and I don't care to try now. But anyways, enough of that about that. Let's get into the next piece of One Piece. Chapter 1100. Now, as I told a lot of people before, Oda has made a big deal about some milestone chapters, but in general, does not. 500 and 1,000 both being exceptions, but as far as the denominations by 100, not so much, okay? So, that being said, I still think this is going to be a good chapter. That's why I'm live reacting, just in case I'm wrong. But, let's just table our expectations and jump right into it, okay? So, chapter 1100, Thank You, Bonnie. Now, will the flashback end this chapter? I expect it to by the end of the chapter, so we'll have to wait and see. The cover page is the cover request. It's Usopp and Sanji. Sanji cooking vegetables, making Usopp nostalgic about the Usopp pirates. Ah, that's yeah. Okay. I mean that's fun. That's fine. All right. So first page. Oh, there's Kizaru in his drippy hat. Borsalino in his in his fedora, looking suave, looking like a mafia boss. At the future location of Egghead. I'm afraid I'm here on business. Man, it's cold. This place sure is a far cry from Punk Hazard. And Vegapunk, just you wait. The future will be born right here. My head is overflowing with ideas. It's honestly hard to think straight. I really should have brought some water down. I'm still getting over that cold, guys. Like, goddamn, it's really hard on my throat, actually. I probably shouldn't have done a live reaction for this. Probably not. Probably a stupid idea. Maybe I'll just keep it at a lower register. That explains how you missed it, said Kizaru. At this point, he's a Navy Admiral. Okay, well, I mean, this is only how many years ago? Like 5 or 6 or something? Because Bonnie's like roughly 16. And she's almost 10 at this point. So, it's only been 5 or 6 years. Yeah. You really should have checked every nook and cranny of the lab when you moved in. Oh, and Vegapunk looking there. The government frowns on secret backroom deals with pirates, you know. There's Dendenmushi right there, staring down at them. Okay, you got me, Borsalino. Okay, once again, I don't like Vegapunk because of this level of naivete. Like, he's really, like, I'm gonna do the most backward mad science against everything the government stands for, not even bother to check for spy cams or bugs or anything like that. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, this is the guy. I mean, Death Note characters are vastly far... Like, Death Note characters make Vegapunk look like just an average high schooler. You know, by comparison of intelligence. Like, just time after time after time, he's not as much of a genius as he was hyped up to be. Let's see, I hate it when you get like this. Come on, I'm just doing my job. Who's that? With the scar, is that Drake? Is that X-Drake? X-Drake was working with as part of Kizaru's like entourage of Marines. I mean, that's kind of cool. But now we see how Kizaru and Vegapunk have known each other for a while. Like, I hate it when you get like this. Come on, I'm just doing my job, you know, like they're friendly. And Kuma's right there. Okay, so Kuma, Borsalino, and then Dendenmushi. It's irrelevant if you consider him an ideal candidate, Vegapunk. This man is a pirate with a 296 million berry bounty on his head. You can say you were ignorant of that or simply admit you don't care. But making a fugitive the face of our clone program is out of the question. It would be an affront to the Navy's reputation. Okay. Slight issue with that. Well, I mean, not a slight issue, just like, Clearly that didn't matter when it happened in the Clone Wars, which is clearly sort of same idea. When they made the clone army, I mean, they literally used not only a Mandalorian, but a bounty hunter. Like, what? And obviously, as a bounty hunter, he's probably done some heinous... We know he's done some heinous shit. He's a fugitive. Like, so there's 3 or 4 things, and, you know... 296 million on his head when it was... Obviously, like, right now it's not frozen yet, but this must be when he becomes a warlord. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive that they already put 296 million on his head. Probably for the connection to the Revolutionary Army or something too. But yeah, that's a pretty fair bounty for Kuma right there. You know, it's not bad. It sounds bad with the bounties we have now, but back then, I mean, you got to remember when a lot of these bounties were frozen. When a lot of them were frozen, a lot of them didn't reach this high, or they were roughly around this. You know what I mean? Like Croc's was only like what, 80 or 88, something like that. Like it wasn't that high. So not that I remember. So yeah, not a bad bounty, not a bad. So we confirmed that. I don't know if we already knew that information, but okay. There we go. Got a little bit of water here for the rest of the reaction. Help clear my throat here. Where were we? Oh, here we are with Saint Saturn, I assume, still talking. It looks like Saint Saturn's Den and Mushy. With that in mind, we have 3 additional stipulations if you want us to honor this deal of yours. Firstly, Bartholomew Kuma. You must agree to become one of the 7 warlords of the sea. Alright. A few days ago, we found ourselves a member short thanks to the exploits of a rookie named Ace. Oh! So Ace defeated one of the Shishibukai before he fought Jinbei or whatever. Or maybe after. I have no idea. But I assume so because he defeated one. So now they're down a member. So either, like once again, one that loses isn't much of a warlord. Like the whole idea is a pirate that nobody wants to fuck with. You know, sort of like a Yonko. No one wants to fuck with Yonko, so they can't have a rookie coming and beating up a warlord and then they remain a warlord. It doesn't usually work that way. So, okay. So, I wonder who that was. It caused great turbulence in the pirate world. Someone of your caliber would be a natural choice to fill that opening and calm the seas. Makes actually a lot of sense. He's got almost a 300 million bounty. He's a buccaneer. He's very big. He's, you know, people know him. Our second condition is for you to undergo procedures to become a human weapon for the Navy. You're talking about modifying my body? And it says, precisely. You already have all the traits required to be an effective warlord, so you become a paragon of fear for pirates to come far and wide after you receive your enhancements. Vegapunk doesn't say anything, but doesn't seem happy about that. Kizaru says, I second that. The Navy would love to have you on our side. Can it, Kizaru? Says Vegapunk. Okay, let's see. You see my point, says Saint Saturn. But that's not all. You aren't like other pirates, Kuma. We are all aware of your history with the Revolutionary Army. If you accept our offer, we must take precautions to ensure you never turn your power against the world government again. Here it comes. Which brings us to our third and final condition. You must agree to give up your free will and sense of individuality. Like, once again, can't Vegapunk program a backdoor? See, Vegapunk's not smart enough to just straight up program a backdoor. Look at how stupid he's been since we met him. Every bad thing that's happened has been his blunder, you know, as a result of his own idiocy. So, yeah, once again, even if Saint Saturn said this, I'd be like, yeah, alright, I'll do it. But we'll program a few conditions for him to come back. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. But Vegapunk actually gets mad. Good for him. Saint Saturn, that would be a tantamount to killing him. This is because none of the other warlords follow orders, isn't it? There's a problem. If you snuff out all the humanity left in a cyborg, you'll have nothing left but a robot. Do you really expect me to murder a man? Damn. Excuse me. You forget yourself. You're a military scientist. You have no right to talk back. I mean, it's funny. He's like, if if you take away the humanity out of a cyborg, he's just a robot. You know, like actually showing the difference between a robot and a cyborg sort of idea. Very interesting that. And actually Vegapunk being basically saying, yeah, you're straight up killing him at that point. Saturn says, these conditions must be met if this criminal wishes to save his daughter. Small price to pay, considering how expensive and difficult this procedure would be otherwise. I have no obligation to help this girl. And Kuma's thinking about it. This is murder. It'd be perverse to modify a human like that. I won't. Vegapunk, please do it. Kuma? I've been worrying all this time, thinking it might be impossible to save Bonnie. Vegapunk just shocked as Kuma just cries. I'm so grateful. I'll happily accept any fate so long as Bonnie is cured. Kuma, alright, even... So Vegapunk's moved by this. Kuma is just... He literally is a saint. I laugh at the irony that they call themselves like Saint Saturn. It's like, no, Saint Kuma, man. A true saint. He wasn't actually like, oh my god, I have to do all this shit I'm against. Like, no, I don't give a fuck. It saves my daughter. It's all I care about. You know? Something that I didn't believe was possible. Even Kizaru seems moved by this. Saint Saturn says nothing. And Bonnie just running, enjoying time with Sentomaru. Vegapunk, how long will it take you to finish Kuma's modifications and cure his daughter? Dealing with the Sapphire Scales will take 6 months. But it'll take an extra year on top of that before she can be exposed to natural light. It's total about 1.5 years before she's cured. Kuma's modifications will take 2 years at minimum. Thank goodness, says Kuma. She really will be all better by the time she's 10. How can we trust you to remain obedient after she's cured? Your daughter is our only leverage here. I have no intention of running, says Kuma. Be that as it may, the world government will have to take custody of her once her treatment is complete. She'll be free after you follow through with the erasure of your personality. But that would mean Kuma won't get to see Bonnie after she's cured. Vegapunk really pissed at this. Alright, at least Vegapunk is showing a very good, like, this is a shitty deal, you know? Like, this has zero humanity behind it. Correct, says Saint Saturn. His modification will commence immediately. It'll be an ongoing process, as he starts his tenure as a warlord and helps the government tame the seas. After his daughter is cured, any contact between them will be forbidden to ensure they don't escape. If there is any hint of defiance from any of you, I guarantee she will spend the rest of her life as a slave. Kuma like, oh no, he knows what that means. He's like, whoa, no. I won't try to see her, I swear. I have one request. Don't tell Bonnie the truth. She can't know about her illness or that she's being kept as a hostage. I don't want her, and see, like, goddamn. Even Kizaru doesn't have, like, any quips to say about this. See, Kizaru is seeing all this happen. I don't want her to wake up after her surgery in some soulless government facility. Take her back to Sorbet. You can keep her in the church where she grew up. If you can grant me that one request, I promise you I won't seek her out, and I'll obey without question. I mean, actually, it's a very reasonable request. He's not saying, oh no, she's not going to be that. It's like, I don't want her to be a slave. She can be under government shit, but I don't want her miserable and like caged and stuff. So take her back to her homeland. You can monitor her there, do whatever you want, blah blah blah. It's fine, all right? Pretty sweet deal. You know, Saint Saturn's going to agree. Yeah, very well. Yeah, he's got no reason not to. He's still getting everything he wants, and it's a little bit of peace of mind, you know, and happiness for a 10-year-old. Like, what does it matter to Saint Saturn? It makes no difference where she's kept as long as the government oversees it. Exactly. Like, it's a win-win. Looks like we have an interesting 2 years ahead of us. Bonnie will be staying here for the next 6 months. Really? So you're staying with me? Okay, right, because they're going to stay at Vegapunk's lab while the Sapphire Scales. That's right. They think I may have come down with something too, so they need to run some tests. Snap! That means we get to be together! Yay! So this weirdo is sent tomorrow. That's rude. Wow, this place has so many windowless rooms. Yes, but be careful. There's also sorts of dangerous gadgets around here too. Alright, and there's Vegapunk just going crazy with the papers. That's it. I can create the weapon of my dreams now. Damn it, the brainwaves won't stop. Someone needs to write everything I'm thinking down. If only they could eat and use the toilet for me too. I'd never have to stop. Okay, see, this is where the hubris comes in. This is where the pride, the gluttony, the greed, and the hubris He's got all of it. The lust. The only thing he doesn't really maintain right now is wrath and sloth. He's got the other 5 to a T. I'm so short-handed. It's maddening. I just need another eureka moment. This is going to keep me busy as a beaver. I wish there were... I like that old saying. Busy as a beaver. I wish there were 5 more of me. And here's where it went wrong. Okay, so we're seeing a bit of a montage here of Kuma being treated, Bonnie being treated, them having a fun time, you know, here, Sentomaru and stuff like that. The ship comes in, a cargo ship, with it looks like Drake is back. It looks like these are Marines or something. I'm not sure. They all seem to still be having a good time. They're all eating pizza and having a good time and stuff. Oh, I think there's the first version of Edison or something like that. Maybe. I don't know, but there's... Oh, and they're eating like the crazy big pizza and stuff like that. And there's Kizaru. So Kizaru's been chilling here, enjoying time with Kuma, Bonnie, Vegapunk and stuff. If Kizaru's gonna betray anybody, it's gonna be because of this. This is gonna be the tipping point. Like, he's already said, like, I really don't want to do this. Like, I swear this man dopes himself up on weed and cocaine just so he doesn't have to deal with his emotions, because otherwise he'd be turning traitor against the Navy too. You know what I mean? That's just my thought process, because he seems to be enjoying. And look at this. Kizaru is drunkenly dancing to the Nika song, to the Sun Dance. Don toot 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 don toot 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 don toot 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 don toot toot. Like, this is high treason for a Navy admiral. Like, holy shit. Like, I don't know how he can go through with this shit, you know what I mean? Let's see, half a year later. Okay, the results are good. After 1 year of rehabilitation, you'll be completely cured. So he did cure Bonnie, like you said. Thank you, Vegapunk says Kumi. Yeah, once I'm all better, can I come visit? Of course. King of Sorbet. Komichi, Bonnie-chan. It's been so long. Are you finally home for good? They said I'll be all better in a year. Then I'll finally be able to go outside, so everybody's happy. Is that right? Fantastic news. You always said you'd be as fit as a fiddle the time you turned 10. And they're going along with it, right? There's Granny Connie, yeah, because the queen, the current, you know, the queen, well, the mother. But does this mean I'll be taking care of you again, Bonnie? Granny Connie! More than would be happy to take care of her, Kuma. You can count on us. Yeah, of course I'd be happy. And Kuma says, thank you, I'll leave her in your hands. I'm still a pirate after all. If I stay, it won't look good for the kingdom. I don't think I'll be back for at least a year. What? That long? I'll write you tons of letters. Okay. Oh, are they actually going to give the letters, though? Next time I see you, we'll both be able to sail the seas and reach the horizon. I can't wait. I want to travel to all sorts of places together. I'd love to take you, says Kuma. Then he thinks, I really would have loved that. Oh, man. Kuma's backstory is going to be chalked up as one of, if not the saddest. Like, oh, there are some sad ones. I mean, we have Robbins up there. Robbins is pretty bad. Nami. Brooks. Brooks is pretty fucking sad. Kuma's is looking to beat them all. I'm just saying. Please leave the rest to me. Is that Khalifa? Or whatever her name is? Leave the rest to us, Kuma-san. Who's that? Alpha. Ulfa. Cypherpole 8 agent. Okay. Okay, I was wondering, I was like, wait a minute, that looks... I'm like, immediately my first thought was Cypherpole, obviously, because I saw Cypherpole written there. I didn't read the 8 part, but I was thinking like, okay, wait a minute. And this is the government intelligence, so Cypherpole 8's going to be watching. Okay. Or watching Bonnie, I should say. Watching Bonnie. I'm a nurse. The doctor ordered me to take care of Bonnie-chan during her recovery. I'll check her temperature daily, make sure she takes her medicine, and monitor for any changes. My name is Alpha. Nice to meet you, Bonnie-chan. She automatically doesn't like her. No suspicious individuals will be allowed near her during her recovery. Please remember to bring identification with you if you plan on visiting. That's such a pain. And what's the building you're putting up in front of the church? Those are our accommodations. Oh, look, they built a wall. They built sort of a cage, an iron bar, all that stuff. Don't forget, in front of Kuma, a child's life is such a fragile thing, bitch. I understand. I'm not coming back. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm so glad you were born. Really? This is the last time Kuma got to see Bonnie. Damn, man. Damn. Take care. The pirates of the world were utterly shocked when the infamous tyrant, Bartholomew Kuma, suddenly became an absolutely obedient member of the 7 warlords. I'm still curious, which member did Ace beat? Like, who was that previous member? That's actually going to be fun. Because it wasn't Jinbei. Jinbei and him fought for a couple of, for like 5 days and nights or whatever, but they ended in a draw. And Jinbei was a warlord by the time warlords were introduced in the series when Luffy was old enough, when it was already East Blue. So, it wasn't Jinbei. So who did Ace beat as a rookie? When Ace was a rookie, which would be 3 years, I believe. Does that make sense? Ace left 3 years before Luffy. Does that sound right? Do I have my timelines? That means this all happened 3 years before. I'm going to go off on that limb, roughly now, give or take. So, young master, there's a new warlord. Oh, Dofi. Flamingo, pink flamingo fanboys everywhere are wetting their panties, 100%. Kuma the Tyrant. Sounds like another villain has come into play. Foo. Well, not like you, man. It's not a villain at all. Kuma the Tyrant. He's cooler than you. I'm not a huge Dofi fan, to be honest. I am not a huge Dofi fan. Dofi is like New World version of Crocodile, just less cool to me. He really is. Let's see. Oh, Robin. Work it. Croco boy. Yeah, back when she had the hat and everything. What do you think? I couldn't care less. Have you taken care of those idiots who spotted our rain-making ship yet? This is referencing the hidden ship from chapter 212. Man, you're referencing something way back, man. I don't even remember what that's in League 2, but clearly this is Robin, and, they're already at Alabasta. Crocodile's the GOAT back then, of course, as he always was. Looking stellar. Mihawk, just after burning down a ship that got in his way. Looking at the paper. Alvida and Kobe. Alright, so Kobe as a prison boy. Man, this could, if Kobe, how long was, wait a minute. Is this going to add up? This might only be a year. I thought Ace left, was it 2 years? How long was Kobe on Alvida's ship? He looks as big as Whitebeard. Kobe, who do you reckon is stronger, me or him? You, of course, Alvida-sama. How long was Kobe on Alvida's ship? I'm going to have to, after the chapter reaction, I'm going to have to look this shit up and figure out, okay, when Ace left home, at how long since Luffy left home? Because this might be happening like 1 year before Luffy left. Like this, we might be almost caught up to the timeline here. So they finally found a replacement. That's great news, Jinbei. Ace, we get to see Ace again. But he's there chilling with Whitebeard and Jinbei and everybody. Wait, why did they fight again? Why was Ace and Jinbei fighting? Okay, this has got me confused. Maybe I'm just remembering. This is a very long story, and I'm not the teching encyclopedia here. So, Ace and Jinbei fought, but Jinbei showed up on Whitebeard's crew like, hey guys, how's it going? And Ace is like, hey Jinbei, what's going on, man? How you doing? Why did they fight? Considering the circumstances, you're the last person I'd expect to say that. Well, yeah, because at this point, isn't Jinbei a warlord? I'm still reading the details about him. And considering that Ace defeated the last one. Yeah, okay. So Jinbei says he's a former king. This is on the top of the reigning king we already have in our ranks. The pirate world really is changing. And then there's Boa. Alright, we're showing all the warlords at the time reacting. Their business doesn't affect us. I follow no man's orders. Princess, it's essential that you keep track of information like this. She was on the Rock's crew. I mean, she would know. Kishishishi. Oh, Gecko Moria. Oh, you poor bastard. They say he's a pod man. That doesn't exactly sound frightening, does it? Well, he's already a warlord, so he's got to be strong enough to make the cut, Moria-sama. Dragon just, wondering what's going on, but he knows he led him to Vegapunk, so he's wondering that he knows something went down. Sabo Koala, we see them all there. Don't warlords answer directly to the government? Kuma would never work for them. And then we have... Oh, isn't that nice? Kuma's ship is the drawing that Bonnie made when they were at Egghead together. Just saying Kuma on it. Dear Bonnie, I'm still at sea as I write this after he's blown up a bunch of shit, clearly. I've become quite well known and it's getting harder and harder to sail in peace. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing my best to find interesting travel destinations for when you turn 10. Okay, so Bonnie is actually probably 10 by the beginning of the story then. Ku, it'll be a long journey to deliver this. Please take care. I hope everyone back home is doing as well as I am. Shishi, oh, I made him mad. Okay, wait, Luffy, he's already got the straw hat. He's already got the scar and everything. Ace is already a rookie, so how old is Luffy? Bartholomew Kuma, come in. You have new orders, commands from the government. What is your current location? I'm in the East Blue. What are my orders? Front cover and color spread next issue. No break by the looks of it. There's really no break? Okay. So, I'm under the impression this is only 1 year before the beginning of the series at this point. Just the way everything's adding up here. Ace was already a rookie. Took out a guy. Joined Whitebeard's crew. All that shit. Bonnie's going to be 10. Kobe's already on Alveida's ship. Man, I gotta check some timeline math on this. I'm sure Tekken will cover it anyway, so maybe I won't bother. I'm still quite busy. But this is a good chapter. I like this chapter. We're still not done with the flashback. What the hell? I expected this thing to be done 2 chapters ago. So, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's what I expected. I didn't expect Odin level flashback time here. You know, right in the middle. It does not belong here, by the way. It does not belong here. It belongs when we met, but I still hold to that. But it is working out where it's so much longer. It is sort of working in favor for that. But when you read it week to week and stuff like that, there was a better placement for this, in my opinion. That being said, I still think that this is very good. Kuma's got to have one of the best and most tragic backstories right up here, right at the echelon, right at the top. Yeah, no, this was a good chapter. I enjoyed this chapter. I hope you guys did too, by the way. Thanks guys so much for watching. Once again, I don't think anything super crazy. Some good intel, some stuff we can theorize about happening here in chapter 1100. But like I said, milestone chapters outside of the big boys, outside of the major league ones, 100, 500, 1000, that kind of shit, doesn't really matter to Oda that much. I've already made a video on that. We can see the pattern. Oda doesn't care. Oda doesn't change his storyboards in mind to make 800 so much more important than 802 or 797. You know, that's, if 797 is the important when the shit goes down, that's when the shit lined up to go down. You know, he's not gonna shorten it or draw it out longer to make that number. You know, he doesn't do that. Mashima does that. Mashima does that quite a bit. There's evidence of that he definitely makes milestone chapters big, but Oda's never been really known to do that. So if you're disappointed by this chapter, well, you know, I already warned you. I warned you. So anyways, that's it for me, guys, but great chapter. I liked it. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see all you beautiful people back here next time for the next piece of One Piece. Looking forward to it. So you guys are too. Sayonara.